Hello lovely people and welcome to Amaze Me Stays. This video is all about doing a truly unique activity in the Porte du Soleil ski area and how it makes you feel. If I said there was an experience you could do in winter or summer, which was exhilarating, gave you incredible views of the mountains, required no previous experience, all equipment was provided and tuition was given just before you begin your activity. Oh, and you get to feel like Superman. You'd want to know more, wouldn't you? So today we're going to talk about doing a zip wire, but it's not just any zip wire. This is called the Fantasticable, and it goes from one mountain to another, and it's amazing. So we thought we'd answer a few questions about doing a zip wire, so you know what to expect.
Why do you think others should try this experience?
So first up, no previous experience is required. You go from zero to hero in minutes. It's great. There's nothing to learn. You just need to have the courage to do it. Next, you don't have to do anything for the experience to work. You just need to wear the equipment, and when you're ready, the person setting everything up starts the experience for you. Next, the views are amazing. You see the mountains from a completely different perspective when you're on a zip wire, and it's really unique. And because you're lying flat and looking down, you feel like you're flying through the air, like Superman. And who doesn't want to feel like Superman? Also, it doesn't take too long to get kitted out, and then the flight doesn't take too long either. So you're not up there for hours waiting to do this activity. It's good to challenge yourself and do different things. And overcoming being apprehensive is a skill that you can use in other parts of your life. You will also be on a high long after your feet are on the ground. And every time you look up at that Fantasticable, you will remember the great feeling that you had when you were doing that. And finally, the cost of this experience is really low compared to the buzz that you're going to get from it.
What possessed you to want to do a zip wire from one mountain peak to another?
I don't know how many times I sat in a bar or restaurant in Plandrance and looked up at that Fantasticable when people were going over, because you can't actually hear them when they're crossing on the zip wire, and thought, I really want to do that. I've really got to do that. But then, you do other things and it just didn't line up. But there was one day when we were sitting at Plandrance with some friends and they said they wanted to do it as well. And that was enough. It was like, right, come on, let's go. Let's do this today. And that's what we did. And it was brilliant.
How does it work?
When you get up to Roche Hassan, you go into a little hut to get kitted out. So they weigh you, they give you a helmet. And in the summer, you also get safety glasses. In the winter, you can use your goggles. And then they give you a harness, which you kind of step into, which is really comfortable, actually. And then they give you the metal thing that they actually attach to the zip wire, and then off you go to where the zip wire starts, and then they hook you up to that, and that's where the experience begins.
You've done lots of crazy activities in the past. Were you nervous about this one?
Oh yes, I was nervous. Yeah, I mean, you're crossing a distance of 1.2 kilometers from one mountain to another. You're doing up to speeds of 100 kilometers an hour, and at the height of sometimes 240 meters above the Plandrance village. So yeah, I was nervous. But I think being nervous is a good thing. It's your body's way of just saying to you, you might be in a bit of danger here. Are you sure you want to do this? And so I'd actually be more nervous if I wasn't nervous. So don't let being nervous put you off, because then you'd miss out on a lot of stuff that is really cool.
So what was going through your mind as you were waiting to go?
It does take a few minutes to get attached to the zip wire, which is actually quite comforting. And the members of staff were great. They tell you everything that they're doing. And as that's happening, that's when you think about why you're doing this. Your mind is still saying, are you sure? Are you really sure? And you're excited about how you're going to feel. And you know it's going to be amazing, but you just don't know how amazing. And then they wish you a good flight. And with that, you're off.
Good flight. Bye-bye, Jen.
How did you feel when you set off?
As soon as you set off, your mind stops worrying and you start enjoying the whole experience. And even though you're traveling at high speed, you can see everything. The drama of the stunning mountains, which are fabulous in summer or winter, and the village beneath you, looking very small. And although the flight doesn't take very long, you've got all the time in the world to take everything in. I felt like I was travelling at the speed that Superman would travel, which was very cool.
There are 2 zip wires, aren't there?
Yeah, in the summer you do 2 zip wires. The first leaves Rochesson and then it goes directly across to the other side of the mountain. Where you get off, you walk a little way and then you are attached to another zip wire which brings you back to the side of the mountain that you started at. But in the winter you only do 1 trip from the Rochesson side. And if you have any belongings with you, they will put them in a bag and they'll send them on after you. So if you've got skis or a board or, just any other things that you've got with you, you can just put them in this bag and it gets sent on, and then you can continue your day from the other side of the mountain, which is quite good.
How did you feel when it was all over?
I felt amazing when it was all over. I had the biggest smile on my face. I felt I could do anything, which you often feel after doing something a bit scary. Adrenaline is a wonderful thing. My biggest takeaway from the experience is that I still smile about it now when I think back to that day. And that is a priceless feeling. So my advice to you is, do it. You're going to love it. There's lots more information in the description below, so please have a look at that as well. Maybe you've been on the Fantasticable already. We'd love to know what you thought, so please leave a comment below. Or maybe you're thinking about doing a zip wire but are a bit apprehensive. And again, please let us know. Maybe we'll be able to help you. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.